Oh, I am ready, Monkey. I am very ready for this, as we are going to get into Bank, as you said. First ban phase coming up. August on the ban first. And we are going to see a Ying.
So obviously the Ying is going to help them be a bit safer from some of those pushes that we see into the like the red hall, especially on the downstairs bomb site. I know they've been favouring a few Thatcher bans and such as of late, but looks like they're not going to go for that at all, as we're going to see Jackal banned out as the first ban for Oddity.
Yeah, Oddity's bans both being extremely quick here. The Jackal ban I'm not really surprised at, as Jackal is very, very strong on this map, and a Clash ban. That seems very targeted to me.
Yeah, well, Clash is an operator that seems decent on Bank. I do believe we saw August utilising her quite a lot, especially on that top floor, to gain a lot of information. But interesting to see that Mirror's made it through. This is one of the discussions that...
Echo.
Yeah, yeah, and Echo. Yeah, both interesting points. Dev Marta and I were talking about this. You know, I really feel like Mirror is not a ban we see as much on Bank here. And
no, yeah, it's not as important on this map. CEO, obviously it helps out a lot, but it's not necessary on any of the sites, unlike, say, Oregon or even Border.
Yeah. Sure, so for the first bomb site, we're going down to the lockers and CCTV room here for August. I'm going to see a Monty coming out here, as Shabs is going to sixth pick that from the Thatcher. I'm actually surprised there was no hard breacher banned as well. Like, that's another common ban we see on Bank quite a bit.
Attackers need to locate
yeah, it's something normally you'll either see the Thermite or the Habana. There's really, the Thermite's the better pick on this map, as you can always just sub in Maverick instead. But if you ban out Thermite, it's very hard to get into that standard plant spot next to the server room. So Thermite's usually the more targeted ban on Bank. As you said, interesting to see it not come through, but the Ying ban is going to be very, very powerful, especially coming plant time. So we'll have to see how that comes into effect. Yeah,
what I'm interested in as well is the fact that we have the Monty. Obviously, that's going to be utilised when they go for the plant to try and plant behind. And one thing that we've seen August doing is they'll just bring a massive amount of C4s just to deny the plant. But it seems like August this time, they've only bought 2.
Yeah, they've only bought 2 here. They do have, you know, the gas babes. They also have the yokai drones. So there's still plenty of denial, regardless of the C4. That's a very good cam from Emo.
Yeah,
he's had a couple of good placements actually. We saw a couple. Some great observing by Sky. I approve of Valcam, Sky, so keep it up.
Nice shield at the top of the stairs here as well. Looks like August are going to do a very extended hold over in servers. Gonna see that shield not last too long, and Solix's drone is actually going to survive. I thought the impact might get it, but that's going to cause Ethan to fall back. Once that hatch gets opened up, they're not really going to be able to survive too long in server at all, the defenders.
He's looking for that yokai. He hasn't been able to see it just yet. Pops the gas grenade. He is going to pop the yokai as well, and everyone gets out safe. But that is a gas babe used in sub 1 minute. That's not ideal.
Yeah, and all these hatches are going to get blown thanks to the Habana still being on the board. A lot of the times we will see a Habana ban as the favourite hard breach ban.
I just want to touch quickly, that SI skin is so sexy.
Oh yeah, it is. It's definitely very popular. A lot of people have been grinding that out, using a lot of cash to get it, but this has been some great progress. Oh, but here's something we didn't see in the prep phase. Look at the wall set up there by August. It's going to be almost impossible to thermite in. You're going to have to use some other kind of utility to open up and go for the plant in the default spot.
They have the Zofia, so they can just blow it open. It is going to make it pretty difficult though. It's going to have to be very pinpoint accurate, and you're not going to have a lot of room to move.
Yeah, and I think that might be the only operator they can do that with. Do they have anything else to do it with, maybe?
No, they don't.
Redolent's going to go for this thermite charge plant. Oh, and he's going to have the Monty to cover him as well. I was going to say, that could be easy to shoot out, but no, not going to happen thanks to Monty's presence. He does take a little bit of damage, unless that was from the smoke Dave earlier. But look, they're going for the plant nice and early, and oh, the Monty is just a little bit of a bait here. First bait. It's going to force him on back, but he's going to go in for another shot, as he is still completely covered here. Is there an Echo drone nearby? Surely there is.
Yeah, there will be. He can't plant because that wall isn't destroyed. He's had to go further back. Dirtbay's going to nail him in the head. And just like that, that plant goes south because that wall wasn't opened properly.
Yeah, they're really regretting banning that Jackal now because they don't have the pocket shotgun to help open it up more, and no more explosives on anyone here. You're going to see the smokes go down as the Monty's going to start the plant. That's a miss. Smoke Babe. Oh, that's going to be a C4 shot out of the air as the Echo Drone does deny the plant. Ethan's going to find Todd. Is that another C4 I think I heard? Shab's still trying to stick this one, but they are at a man disadvantage.
Yokai's is still alive, 5 seconds. No, they do manage to stop it. Emo doesn't manage to get the refrag off, but it's a 4v3 right now. Derpe slowly pushing his way forward. They don't have C4s to lob through this hatch. It looks like Derpe is going to be on cover duty as Emo is going to push his way forward. They need to kill that member behind the Monty. And then they still have someone at the back. Joey's going for a massive flank though. They're going to hear him as he walks through the beepers. I think there's someone in kitchen. Oh, he's moved all the way around. Shabs has finally knifed Derpe. Emo on the flank is going to find one gold legion, trading back another gold legion, gets himself a second as he's going for this. Monty finally gets aggressive and Shabs picks it up. Great first round by Oddity.
Yeah, that was definitely well executed. Even though they lost the first player and the fact that it was, you know, that they couldn't plant in the correct spot, they still pick up the round thanks to some beautiful, I suppose, just team play. And they just seem to be on the exact same wavelength, all pushing for the plant. I think I saw 2, or at least 1 C4, and then maybe a Smoke Babe get shot out of the air while the Monty was going for the plant. No Echo Drones were around to deny it for that full time. I think Solix used all 3 of them, but yeah, beautiful stuff from Oddity as they take the first one, and we're going back to lockers again.
Yeah, they're heading back down to this basement. I really think that... one of the Yokais must have been taken out. I think I only heard it shoot twice, so one of the Yokais must have been destroyed. So, if he had the second Yokai up, he could have potentially denied it for the full time. Or if they hadn't used that smoke grenade, the Smoke Babe, at the very beginning of the round, they would have had a third smoke to deny it.
Yeah, that's true. As we look at these operator lineups, exact same across the board here, Ampli.
Yeah, no one changing up anything, which means if the execution doesn't change, Oddity's going to be walking away with another round win. I think Oddity are going to have to be a bit more prepared for that wall that really messed up their plan.
100% agree. It's going to be the pivotal point. It really feels like God Legion should probably shoot the impact a bit lower to the ground so it gets that little lip that was left, which stopped them being able to plant in the default spot.
Yeah, and that cost, unfortunately, that cost Redolin his life too, as he had to walk that a little bit further back. Could not, had to put his head back in the line of danger, but I think a little bit lower will solve all these issues. Other than that, it looks like the exact same setup here.
Yeah. Wonder if, do they have the, still the aggression over in the server stairs up window? Ethan is at the top of them, we can see that, and he is going to get forced on back. He's going to lose a bit of damage thanks to the Zofia charge as well.
Yep, it managed to destroy the shield and do a little bit of damage. Oh, that was a nice drone from up the top. It's going to find Joey.
He's not sure where it is at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a pretty uncommon spot, isn't it? And he is getting pinged to heck.
There he is. He is not certain where it is right now. There's still another drone up there. The Gas Babe is going to force the Monty probably just forward a little bit as he did overshoot it. But Joey's going to have to piece out. There's no 2 of them behind this server. Ethan and Joey.
How old is the Gas Babes now?
I think he has 1 left. Yeah, he's got 1 left.
Yeah, they are going to be in for a world of hurt when the push comes. We're going to see nades raining in any moment now.
And I don't believe they have a ADS there to cover him off. They are going to see, oh, there is 1. So flashbangs can burn that easy. And then Zophia's just going to concuss them, and then I believe they're just going to walk forward. They do have a Yokai there, though, in support.
Yeah, well, push, you can feel it mounting, you can feel it building. The first one's going to push on up, but it's the Monty. He's completely covered here, as the shots are just going to rattle off his shield. He needs backup, though, because they are wasting so much time here, Joey and Ethan. How are they still allowed to be alive? The concussions are going to come on out. But still no one's pushing up. There we go. God Legion's going to find 1 before he's traded on back, and then the Monty's going to find the follow-up. So there we go, a 2 for 1. That's the Zofia. Are they going to be able to open this wall now?
No, they're not. They're going to have to change their strategy. Redolin's probably going to have to get that firewall open. and then they're gonna have to Monty plant it. They don't have a lot of time to play with here, so if both Yokais are still up, 1 C4, and they have the time covered. So here we go. Redolent's going to have to open it. Shabs is there to block. Oh, the C4 from Derpe is going to take them both out, and this round is probably going to go over to August here.
Well, there's Todd and Vast still on up, and they're going balls to the wall. Flashbang's great for Emo Rim, but Derpe is going to find Todd, leaving it all up to Vast, and Derpe is going to clean him up as well. What was that? 4K for Derpe? 2 with the C4.
Derpe did an absolute monster of a work there. 2 with his Vector and 2 with a C4. That was a beautiful lob by him.
So, Oddity, next time they attack back there, they're really going to feel like they need to have some more soft breach. Maybe just take a buck. Like, I know, you know, you're going to miss out on some other utility. But, yeah, you're definitely going to be without that buck.
Yeah, maybe they could bring an Ash and Zofia. Like, who do they sub out there? Like, the IQ, maybe?
Yeah, well, unfortunately, guys, I believe we'll be going to a rehost. Just waiting on the admin's confirmation. Yep, there we go. So you can see us back again. So 2 operators. I believe that's what took so long to decide on that rehost there. And you can see I've fixed up the bands. My apologies once again, guys. I'm just so used to it being a mirror band. Plus, we were talking about the mirror band so much that I just put the mirror up there. But no, it's Maestro this time, and you know, Mirror has featured quite heavily in some of these rounds, especially downstairs, but not this time. No Mirror on the downstairs.
The CEO, that's interesting, because Mirror makes this side a lot stronger. You know, you can set up the double mirror in janitors and the executive, in the conference room, sorry. And you can hold it. It's a great power position. But choosing not to take it, as you said, that Doc and the Echo as well. So double Echo, do you think we're going to be seeing a bit of spawn peeking?
Yeah, well, Doc's one of those operators that we see quite often, you know, especially with August. He's going to play right at the end of this hallway that Emo Rin's in right now. He's going to be trying to take fights towards what's the car park. That being said, sometimes we've seen him play on the meeting hall desk as well, and he's got like a few bullet holes through for a cheeky angle. It's one of the things that Derpe's been doing quite a lot as well.
Yeah, we've seen some crazy angles out of that man, but Ethan just gonna have to bash his way back in through the same door that just got barricaded. But with the final touches on this setup happening, it looks like August are all ready for their defense.
Yeah, looks like Derpe is playing at the end of the hallway. He's got that shield on. This setup from August has gone through a few iterations of exactly where they want the shield, but they've always wanted their Doc to play up against the reinforced wall overlooking Loan Office.
Yeah, it's definitely what they want, and it's definitely, you know, being able to have an ACOG hop that long. As Ethan takes a ton of damage, he has to piece out.
Nice and early on too. That's a great boon for Oddity, nice and early, but looks like that's going to be almost mitigated immediately as we see the Doc healing back up.
It did take him 2 stims though, so he's only got 1 left.
Yeah, but obviously you've got the utility, you should use it whenever you need it, not like just in case you need it. And you know, how often do we see like all 3 stims get used as is? Joey, he knows he's getting pressured as that's going to be the first point of contact here for Oddity.
Ooh, that's interesting by Redolent. They're going to go for a floor destruction, even though there's no one there. I think they're just going to use that as a peek hole, maybe.
Yeah, it's more of so that they can be prone and shoot anyone's little feetsies as they try and push up. Oh, was that meant to be a smoke bait? I was
yeah,
like, was he meant to throw an impact maybe?
Either way, he shoots that over. Oh, he's going to get himself shot. Shab's just being annoying right now.
Yeah, well, there's no mirror, so the Twitch drone doesn't really have to find any of those canisters to pop.
Ethan's gone for a run.
We have the same idea, Fleet. Going for a bit of a late flank.
But we can see here, Oddity now, they're going to be covering off their flank as well. As I said, normally someone in that lobby can be very, very powerful to stop those windows. But it looks like Oddity, they're finally going to start having the the push takes shape.
Ooh.
As Reynolds pushed his way in, he's going to try and go for a plant. Joey could certainly deny it here. He's going to go for the pre-fire. He hasn't managed to hit it. He's safe behind the bomb. It goes down. Joey has to reload just as he runs out. Going to go for that flank. He's going to find one on the floor. Managed to hit that head. The C4 comes out. It's not going to get blown. Ethan needs to be very, very careful. Joey's actually going to go for a quick defuse here. Hopefully they can get it. No one's covering it off. Emorin's going to pick up one. God Legion trades him straight back though. But the defuse is still happening. And Orgless take it out as no one from Oddity is there to deny Joey.
I was like, it's a 5v5 plant. That's rare enough as is. But then we see the Ninja defuse as well. Well, Ninja's probably not... well, you know, just no one from August covering, Oddity covering it. Like, I don't think they were really expecting him to stick it. We saw the Zofia repelling outside. Probably it's, who was that? I think it was God Legion's job to deny that.
Yeah, and he just couldn't because they just got aggressed on over and over again.
And the fact that Joey also won the fight onto, I think it was the Twitch that was prone at the top of Skylight Stairs. Like, if someone's prone, yeah, you shouldn't really win a fight against someone who's prone, especially when they're holding the angle right onto where you are. Like, I don't know, whoever lost that fight, I can't quite recall, should be kicking themselves. Yeah, definitely shouldn't have lost that, but as it is though, we now have to go to their tertiary site, which will be Teller's office and Archives. Yeah. Still seeing this IQ being bought. Look how careful Solix is being with the setup on these lower kind of peak holes. Normally, so they're going to have someone play on the stairs to the basement from there. And going to be able to deny any plant around in that area, or at least that's a plan. Yeah, it's a really good, really powerful hole. We've seen a couple of iterations from it, but I think the ankle holes are definitely the best option we have. The ankle holes. Yep. Yeah, just for tapping them feetsies. Interesting to see they're actually reinforcing this hatch up here. Normally you'll see it open for a player to hide in janitor closet and then drop one through to safety. They also did some reinforcements in open area, which is odd enough as it is on its own. So I think they're actually going to try and extend their defense across. They're trying to protect dirt. Yeah, that's where he's playing, so maybe he'll be dropping down the hatches in open area so he can go to the flank and watch those ankle holes we were talking about. Yeah, that might be his job, but we're going to see Oddity here push their way into lobby. Shabs on this Monty again. He's played it a fair bit. Yeah, it is surprising to see so much Monty play, isn't it? Of course. Oh, so it's gonna be especially on Bank, which is a very Rome-centric map. They could just push in for a plant behind the Monty at this point. Is that what the plan is? I think it is.
Clearing the way.
Oof, whoops. He's getting Zofia. Whoops. Not exactly what you want when you're playing Monty. Bomb located by attacker. But yeah, this could be just a very simple strategy that, you know, all the preparation in the world won't make you ready for. Yeah, just walk in, plant behind a Monty, and you're good as gold. It's a lot easier said than done, of course, and there are still a few angles they need to be careful of. This C4 below from Ethan could be deadly as well. Surely they're aware of his possibility of being down here. It's going to come on up, and oh! Redolent alive somehow. Yeah, I think he's got to count his lucky stars there. Just a little bit short on that C4. Oh, that's a filthy angle there from Derpe. That is through a desk, through a long hall, out the other door. Whew. That's a great use of an ACOG. Indeed, but a minute on the clock, and yeah, it looks like this Oddity push is not relying on taking top floor control at all, which is, of course, very strange. Shabs with the Monty is going to start pushing in, starting to put some pressure on. Yeah, Redolent has a diffuser, so we're going to have to watch him and where he's going to stand. Shab's just trying to orientate himself a little bit, and it looks like they may attempt the plant behind him. The C4 comes out. It's going to get shot out of midair. 30 seconds left. They've denied a lot of utility here, but they still haven't managed to push their way through, and Todd is still around with double Yokais. Emo's still upstairs. I think August are in a good spot to hold this.
Yeah, well, here's the plant, and oh, we're going to see the push through from Joey. He's going to get the down and the finish off. Todd's going to trade back Ethan, however, but there's going to be Joey to trade back Todd. Shabs is going to form off for Emo Rin on the flank. It's up to God Legion. This push has gone so far south. It's out of Antarctica. 2 seconds on the clock, and that's the round.
Yeah, that went not very well for Oddity. I think their biggest problem was, you know, they got into their position so quickly and then just stood around and did nothing.
Yeah, they were just, my favourite word, faffing about.
Faffing about.
Faffing about.
But as you said, that went so far south, it went to Antarctica. That was very well put.
Oh, thank you,
I do like that one. It's very elegant.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, like, I didn't even plan on that as, like, a metaphor earlier. It just came to me with a stroke of genius. I have to thank my muse for that one.
Stroke of genius, right? Everyone, praise be to Monkey's mustache.
Sorry, I'm really... got tickets on myself at the moment. But that's 3 rounds in a row for August after Oddity took the first one. Of course, this is Bank. It is a map that defenders really can be aggressive and dictate the pace, of course, but it has been 3 very convincing rounds, hasn't it, Amphley?
It really has. It's been strong rounds from August all around after that first one, but as you said, defender-sided map. I think Oddity, though, if they want to be in a strong position leaning forward, they're going to need to take at least 1 more attack round. And you can see here, they've actually subbed out the IQ for an Ash Sophia combo.
Yeah, is that what they changed out? They're bringing an IQ, were they?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to feel the IQ was really not doing its job. Like, yeah, of course, maybe hunting the yokai drones, but having that more soft reach potential is definitely what we both agreed they needed. Yeah,
they definitely needed it. So, as you said, a buff could have done it, but Ash Sophia is going to make sure that it happens, so...
Unless they miss.
That's true. They could potentially miss, but... as we're just seeing some roam clearing coming out of the side of Oddity.
Yeah, they're not going to head straight to the bomb site yet. What do you think about Oddity's choice of the Monty? Like, is that maybe an operator they should be changing out here?
Well, we've seen a couple of iterations. We've seen them... they've tried to do it twice, but the second time it didn't quite work out. Where they were trying to do a fake out, so they were using Monty as a distraction and then planting in the normal spot.
What's Vast expecting here? C4?
A camera? Maybe a C4? Not entirely sure. But, yeah, we saw them try to go for a fake out plant. Normally it would be a good play, but not when you have yokais sitting around.
Yeah, that is one of the things they're going to have to counter. Now, of course, probably one of the easiest ways to counter the presence of a yokai is just get ready to plant nice and early and make them waste all their utility, so you still have plenty of time to play with. And it looks like we're not seeing much, no contention in the CCTV area. We can see that yokai all the way behind, however.
But still, every single one of the defensive operators for August has denial, right?
Yes.
We've got 3 C4s, we've got the smokes, we've got the yokais. Everyone has denial. It's just a matter of how strong it's going to be. And that, as you said, much lower. Or he didn't get it to the right where he needed it.
That's the Sophia's job, apparently. Yeah, no Jaeger this time. That's a bit puzzling. That's what they've switched out the Bandit for.
Yeah, and you can see here, Redolent, they're going to go for the fake out plan again. The C4 is here. I don't think they're going to fall for it this time.
Yeah, Silex has got all the info with that yokai drone by the tunnel.
Yeah, and... also a pulse, yeah, the yokai comes out, they're not going to fall for this at all. I think they kind of need to just go for the plant behind Monty at this point.
Yeah, well, here comes one of those C4s, surely. No, yep, here we go. Yep, see you, Redolent.
Yep, he's gone. 30 seconds left, though. It's going to be up to Shabs now to do a reverse plant, but the gas babes, here they come. That one overshoots. Shabs is still very, very safe. There is still some yokais left.
Yeah.
They have another C4 in place. There's one yokai. They're really using their utility well here, August.
Oh,
that gas grenade goes up. Oh, wow. Vast is actually in a spot to get aggressive. Emo Rin's going to pop his C4. Nothing comes of it. He has to get aggressive. But there is God Legion. Derpy's going to get one. Emo gets himself the C4 kill, and August pick up the defensive win.
Well, they lost the first one, but Oilers, they've looked strong ever since. You know, Flea, I said it's 1-1 during that rehost. Are we going to see, you know, a slogfest? But right now, it's looking like the Oilers show, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. Oilers have looked very, very strong there, and well, in fact, in all these rounds, yeah, 4 in a row, and they've been 4 convincing rounds in a row. Oddity probably not too happy with themselves.
It really feels like the meta on Bank has got to that point where, you know, it is kind of that battle of can you juggle the utility properly and can the defenders dodge. It's like a game of dodgeball, I suppose, with one team throwing and one team trying to dodge.
Defenders, protect your bombs from
yeah, and we all know if you can dodge a C4, you can dodge a bullet. So.
Is it dodge, dip, duck, dive, and dodge?
Dodge. Yeah.
But back to the top floor here for the very final round of defense here for August. It really feels like, yeah, Bank is one of those maps where the attackers kind of... It really feels like all these pushes, they've been hoping the defenders stuff up in some kind of way.
Yeah, it feels like that to me as well. I would have liked to have seen a bit more vertical play. Maybe, I think a buck is needed. Just some nades to be able to put aggression down that red hallway. Right, like, if you can pop that person off the mirror with a frag grenade, I think is what they need to be able to make that basement attack work.
Yeah, it really feels like the August are just being way too passive, giving too much respect here to August. Like they're letting them really dictate the pace. Like that Bank is the perfect map for that, of course, but it really feels like the Oddity are just like, yeah, whatever, you guys do what you want, and we're gonna, like, you know, see what we can have. So, please, sir, may I have this plant?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That is what we're looking at the moment, especially on that basement. Now going for this CEO, they did manage to get the plant last time, but the post plant went really south quickly for Oddity. So let's see what they're gonna do. Joey's gonna get pushed in by Shabs here. Joey and Shabs just sort of looking at each other.
See some shots through the wall to force him back. So we're going to hear those thermite charges start to go off. It's going to be the feet high one once again, and then the normal sized one. No impact trick. Joey's actually taken some damage here.
I think that was through the wall from
the window, yeah.
God Legion. Yeah.
Now, I suppose what's interesting is this Oddity squad we've seen to be so frag heavy, but at this point, they are really playing it very strategic and just like playing for the plant rather than playing for frags, which is not what we've traditionally seen from them. So, I suppose if that's what, you know, you're into, it's great to see them making that change. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that they've been so exciting because they've been just so aggressive and frag heavy.
Oh, that sucks. Yep, alright, so just 1 damage shy of what he wanted. He's going to have to waste a flashbang. But God Legion doing more damage.
So Joey got stimmed.
Yep, Joey got stimmed. Todd does find Dirtbay there. That's an aggressive Shabs. Joey's going to take him out though, make him pay for it. And we are now down to a 4v4.
What was the plan there? I don't know.
To win the pistol fight, I guess, but... You know, Joey had other ideas, and Joey came up on top. So God Legion, beautiful headshot. Yep, Vast is going to land one of his own. God Legion going to pick himself up as Redolin has been down. Ethan with the C4 is going to find God Legion.
Just picks himself up and goes down. So it is a 2-on-2 if we count that downed player, but Vast is going to peek on the Emo Rin and find him. So it's all up to Ethan. He has to try and retake, but there's 20 seconds on the clock. He's going to find the first one. Gone for the revive, and Ethan going to clutch that one out. As we do see that 5-1 lead come out here for August at the half-time.
Yeah, August. Very, very strong first half there for them. And they're going to be feeling very happy with themselves leading into their attacks. So happy that Salix is going to show a fuse quickly.
So yeah, we saw flashes of that Oddity I was talking about in that round, right? With that Ash just going balls to the wall straight into the corridor next to the bomb site there and just going for frags. But then they really fell apart right at the end there, didn't they? Trying to sneak in that revive. Ethan, nice little clutch there. Of course, he was helped out by Emorin, but
Well,
now Oddity.
I'm pretty sure 4 of them were downed right that round. So you had Monty get downed and revived. Then you had Zofia downed, revive and then killed. You had the Thermite down, and I'm pretty sure there was another one who was down as well.
Well, Oddity really have to hope they had some good halftime oranges here. I wonder whose mum was on duty today. Because they've got to fight back from behind here. 5-1 down. They're going to have a flawless half if they want to take the W. Or, you know, they can only drop 1 if they want to bring it to at least a draw.
Yeah, it's going to be hard for them at this point. But if any map can be, you know, one-sided enough to make it happen, it is going to be Bank.
Not Clubhouse. Clubhouse is probably the map that we see the most comebacks on, I feel. But, yeah.
But I feel like that's due to misplayers than anything.
Yeah, of course, we're going to see some, as I said, dictation here from Oddity. How do they want to play this defense? They need to force the attackers to go into the mold that they want and then capitalize on it.
Yeah. We see a very standard cam come out of Todd there at the very, very end. But so far, as we said, Todd taking on his old team here, and his old team definitely coming out on top.
I have to agree. Ethan looking like he's going to reach in from loan office. Todd is nearby waiting for him to do just that. I think he might... Has he escaped the drone? I really don't know. Either way, his position's way too exposed. And he's going to back on from out of there. A few shots were going very near him. But he lives on to fight another day. Or does he? He's got Emorin right around the corner to contest with.
I'm pretty sure Emo knows that he's there. Emo knows that there's potentially someone there.
Todd is getting hunted right now.
Yeah, Todd is left all on his own. Drone's going to come out from Silex. Now they know he's there. Emo's going to push his way forward. They see him. Emo wins the gunfight. Todd's going to get dropped.
Bomb located by attack.
And just like that, he forfeits his life.
Interesting to see that Vast has still got a deployable shield on hand as well as that Echo player. He was trying to scout out for Todd, but yeah, Todd was like a fish in a barrel at that point.
Yeah, there really wasn't a lot he could do.
Oof. Alright, Shabs.
Shabs, aggressive on the Emo, going to make it a 4v4 as he almost gets taken out.
We'll be asking for a reset now. There we go, the Smoke Babe to start that off and the revival. But we do have August ready to go for the plant. We still have 2 C4s and the smoke, and of course the Yokai are still around. They're going for this nice and early on. No one's there to deny it. Vast is going to have to. Oh, that was close.
Yep, just got to count to 7. And
just missed times.
Yeah,
Completely
this is poor use of utility here by Oddity. Very poor use of utility. The Yokai drone's going to get caught up. That gas babe still doesn't go in the right spot. The plant finally goes down. Godlegion gets aggressive. He's going to down Dirtbait, but he's going to get traded back as Joey also finds Vast in amongst all that. And we are now left in a 2v4.
Oh, Redland almost finding those shots through the hatch. But yeah, they are going to have to 180 fight this here. Oddity. There we go. Shabs is going to peek on the Derpay and find him. Nice aggressive peek. We see the hatch get blown open as Joey is going to win that shot onto Redland. So just Shabs with the 3 HP and Silex to finish it off. August, that's what, their 6th in a row now?
Yes. 6th in a row. And the worst they can do on this map now is a draw.
Yeah, the worst they can do is a draw, but, you know... I'm not too hopeful for Oddity right now. They have looked like a completely different team to what we've seen through the rest of the season so far.
Yeah, I don't know what's happened, but at this point they need to sub in the real Oddity. And we need to start seeing some of the normal brilliance back again, because Oddity can't afford to drop 2 games tonight.
Yes, they really cannot. If they drop 2, they will confirm to be out of the top 2 for that point. But they can still fight back.
Something goes horribly wrong for August towards the end of the season.
Oh yeah, they can still fight back.
They won't be the master of their own destiny yet.
Just looking at these kills, of course, we did have 2 rounds played already, but it seemed like a really low kill game, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does. There's been a lot of times. There's been a lot of there's been a lot of time runouts. There's been a lot of plants and diffusers. So very interesting to see. Very interesting to see this. But of course, we haven't had a lot of rounds because it's 1-6 at this point.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, this isn't a close game, so kills are going to be low.
Well, we are going to see potentially the final round here. Back down in the basement this time for Oddity. And I was talking about how when you go for the plant here on this bomb site, you need to time your utility properly. But we just saw a complete collapse in cohesion there from Oddity, didn't we? It was, everyone just going all in and just completely mistimed utility.
Yeah, we saw Smoke Babes miss. Like, that shouldn't happen at this level of play. You need to be more consistent than that. We saw Echoes being used at the same time as C4s, at the same time as gas grenades. Like,
not to
three
mention
players using their utility at the same time,
yeah,
just not going to work.
And also, like, how quickly together he used those two Echo drones, who was it, Redolin? Like, yeah. It is a 7-second plant. You can let them stick it for a bit before you have to deny it again, just to get that little bit of extra time. Like, we've seen rounds won by splits of a second. Like, it can add up and it can be the difference.
Yeah, absolutely. You just need to count to 6, fire the drone, count to 6. When he starts planting, count to 6, and then fire the drone. That's
probably a bit too close for my taste, like, especially because you can sometimes miss, especially if it gets caught on some, like, debris or something. But, yeah, definitely maybe 5.
But I think, like, it's just, it still leaves you with a 1-second buffer if something goes wrong, but I do understand your hesitation for that, but, that's where, especially with the reload time, that 1 second can make all the difference and potentially get you a third shot, as Ethan's going to find the head of Todd there.
Really having trouble roaming today, Todd, on the Valkyrie, hasn't he? He's been shut down both times without really wasting too much time or getting any damage done to his attackers.
Yeah, no, they've really managed to hunt him very efficiently here and very well. Silex has taken a bit of damage as well. We saw one of those gas babes come out.
Better placement.
Much better placement for him. And there's the second one. He's taking more damage, but they're running out of time here. And they're running out of utility.
Here we go. He's going to go for his next attempt with the last gas babe. Oh, it's missed. No, it hasn't. It's going to land properly. So Emo Rin might be trying to play that position to shut down any utility, but he hasn't landed any shots just yet. Here goes Solix. This time, surely the C4 is going to come on out. God Legion. No, it's going to be the Echo this time. Solix going to jump straight back on it. And oh, Joey, he's going to find Shabs being way too aggressive. Ethan's going to find Vast. There's a 2-on-5, 1-on-5. Redolin all up to him. No Echo drones left. He's going to find Emo Rin. He's walked right into a grenade, but he's still managed to live through it. But he's going to have to clutch this one out. And we're going to be seeing August walking right away with the dub here.
Yeah, he's got a lot of work ahead of him right now. He's still got one in Garage to deal with. He's not going to deal with him. I wonder how that's going to play out, and that's how it's going to play out, straight in the back. August take the W on Bank, net themselves 3 points.
Yeah, we saw it go 1 for 1 with the rehost, and then we're like, oh, this is going to be exciting. It's going to go back and forth, but no, August, they just put on the boost, didn't they?
Oh, yeah, they did. August, after they lost the first round to Oddity, didn't drop a round. Yeah. Right, so if you take away the first round, technically a flawless game.
Technically, as we look at those kills, wow, Oddity, the highest was 3, indeed, after, like, including after that rehost, I suppose, but still the highest was 3.
Yeah, not a very good showing.